Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jackson Monagle, and this morning we're going to be going through how to make a beautiful bacon, egg, and cheese so that you guys don't have to go to the store and buy them yourself. So we have a couple steps in order to make bacon, egg, and cheese. The first would be that we need to cook the bacon. The bacon takes the longest, and therefore we need to cook it first, or at least get it on the grill and going. Second, we'll need to beat the eggs because we plan on having scrambled eggs, bacon, egg, and cheese. We'll then need to get the bagel ready. And once we're done tending to the bacon, we'll need to cook the eggs as well as toast the bagel, add the cheese, and finally, we'll be on to our final product. You can go ahead and turn on the grill. You want to turn it on to a medium-low flame. Not too high, just high enough to get it heated up. And then once we start cooking, we'll turn it down a little bit. You don't want to burn it through the bacon. So once your pan's warm enough, which this one feels like it is, you can go ahead and start arranging the bacon pieces on this. For my bacon, egg, and cheese, I'm going to be making 4 pieces of bacon, but you guys at home, you can make as much bacon as you want. The more, the merrier, okay? So let's go ahead and grab a couple slices right off the top here. Now this is regular sliced bacon, which is genuinely hardwood smoked. The Food Lion brand, not my favorite brand personally. I like the Cracker Barrel 1/3 inch thick hickory, but that's my personal opinion. So let me get these slices of bacon out. Now you want to get the dog almost in the video, but not too much in the video. You gotta watch out. He might jump up and try to eat the bacon right out of my hand. So here we are placing the bacon on the pan, just like so. It starts real long and stringy, but it ends up being very small. You kind of cook the fats out, and that shrinks the actual size of the slice of bacon. You can go ahead and move them around with your hands as long as they're not too hot yet, and as long as too much grease hasn't gotten on them yet. But once we're on there, we can go ahead and just let it cook. Bacon's cooking. You guys can go ahead and start to prep the eggs and bagel. For the eggs, you need to crack them and put them into a bowl, at which time we will beat or stir them into one. So there's 1 egg, and here is egg number 2. Or don't pause it and watch my hands. So you wash your hands after you open the egg, because some of the time the stuff gets all over your hands. It's really disgusting and shouldn't touch any of your other food, or else you'll get salmonella and possibly die. Over here, once we have put our eggs in here, you need to beat them and turn them kind of into just one giant egg mess, okay? You want to kind of pop the yolks, and like I said, just turn it into one yellow-orange egg mess. And then we're also going to need to cut or just open up the bagel. This one's been pre-cut, so I'm just going to open it up. Now I could butter it before I put it in the toaster, but I'm not. I like to put a little butter on after. So if you guys could just follow me over to the toaster, we'll throw this right in. Now the toaster I have set to medium, light. You don't want to get it too toasted for the bacon, egg, and cheese. You can always toast it more once the bacon, egg, and cheese are done. So we don't want to actually start that yet. We don't want to start it until the eggs are cooking, because as it ends up, the eggs take just as much time as the bagel. So in the meantime, you can just go ahead, wait for the cooking to bake. It takes about 5 minutes to cook, and here we are on the clock. So our bacon is cooking, our bagel is getting ready to toast, and next it is time to shred the cheese that we will finally add to our bacon, egg, and cheese. Now today I have chosen pepper jack, the natural pepper jack from the Lucerne dairy farms since 1904. I'm sure the cheese wasn't quite as good back in 1904, but it's delicious these days. So get your cheese grater, get your cheese, and go to town. bacon leaves a lot of grease, and that grease, while getting burned, kind of jumps and can splatter and land on you and be a very painful and bad omen. You want to make sure your trustful buddy's down here just in case any extra bacon is to be had. But you can just come on over here. We'll start flipping this bacon, looking at the golden brown color is really what we're looking for. Things over here at the baking station are starting to heat up. Time to flip the bacon again. So there we go, all the bacon is flipped, and now I need to get ready to take the bacon off and cook my eggs. So in order to get ready, I'm going to come over here to the paper plate pile. I'm going to grab a paper plate or two, grab a couple of paper towels, and this is all to get the bacon grease off of the bacon and absorbed by the towels. And you also want to turn down and off the oven as we're coming here towards the end. Done. So we're gonna bring, now this pan is still hot, but I'm gonna turn the burner on low anyway. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pour in the eggs and then head over and start up the bagel, okay? You guys with me? So here we are. The eggs are on. Now I'm running all the way over here, starting the bagel. Now we have a timer on. The bagel takes about 2 minutes to start, and the eggs take about 2 minutes to cook as well. While you're cooking the eggs, you kind of want to poke at them and not keep them together. At least that's how I like mine done. I'm not a sunny side up guy, I'm more of a scrambled, mostly, kind of. So as this is going on, you're gonna keep an eye on your bacon, make sure it's still there, make sure the dog hasn't gotten it. And you need to get ready to add some of the cheese. We're gonna go ahead and add some of the cheese in right now as we're cooking. Ooh, so our bagel is done cooking. We can bring it over here. Our eggs are looking really good. We're gonna add this last piece of shredded cheese over here and begin to add our bacon pieces. Now I like breaking this bacon into a couple different pieces and really just smothering it in bacon. That's my main ploy when I'm making bacon, egg, and cheeses. This is really starting to come together, look real nice. And like I was mentioning earlier, if you wanted to go ahead and put a little butter on this, you can go right ahead. I'm not going to put any butter on this, just not feeling it right now, but I may throw some ketchup and hot sauce on it here in a little bit. So I'm not going to add all the bacon. I'm going to have to save this bacon, put it on the side, maybe give the trusty steed a piece or two if he's deserving. But now this is all coming together. It looks like our cheese is melted. You guys can go ahead and scoop it up. Throw it right on the bottom piece. Woo. It's a little hot still. Throw it right on the bottom piece of the bagel while trying to keep all of the bacon right on there. And we have finally completed our bacon, egg, and cheese.
Start again.
So I've already put ketchup on this bacon, egg, and cheese. My sister brought me this wonderful hot sauce from Costa Rica. It's called Manloco el Pesquesas, and it is delicious. So I'm gonna throw just a dab or two on here. Ooh, that might have been too much. Ooh, that was definitely too much. This stuff is a little too serious for that. But anyway, let's give it a try here, guys. Oh. Mmm. Delicious.